Nick Busco, WENG News. The rush to buy holiday gifts has started. A recent AAA survey of consumers in Florida, Georgia, and Tennessee shows 9 out of 10 people plan on buying gifts this season. However, AAA's Mark Jenkins says the gifts people buy this year may not appear as elaborate as they have in the past.
And seeing that more people are planning to spend less on gifts and probably buy for fewer people this year compared to last year.
Jenkins says 30% of those who have taken the survey have already started their holiday shopping. A quarter of them have decided to wait until next month to start. The Chinese call it yellow dragon disease. Floridians call it citrus greening. State Ag Commissioner Adam Putnam says the disease continues causing havoc for growers.
This continues to be the greatest threat the state's citrus industry has ever faced.
Citrus grows across the southern two-thirds of Florida. Millions of dollars have gone into research to stop the greening. The governor's waived fishing license requirements for the weekend. The in-state wildlife officials have made today a license-free freshwater fishing day, and tomorrow a license-free saltwater fishing day. The state annually authorizes 8 license-free fishing days to help grow the fishing industry and promote conservation. All other fishing and boating rules and regulations still apply. Starting next year, all of the sanctioned fishing days fall on the same weekend days annually. Officials hope the regular schedule encourages individuals and businesses to plan fishing trips around the events. Winter has yet to arrive, but people can begin planning for the Tampa Bay Rays in Port Charlotte. The Rays have announced their spring training schedule for Charlotte Sports Park. The team's first game takes place there February 28th against the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays play 14 games at the park. Tickets go on sale in January. That's what's happening. I'm Nick Busco, WENG News.
If you're experiencing plumbing issues, a faulty air conditioning, or need a repipe specialist to take care of your water and drain pipe problems, Mike Douglas Plumbing and Air Conditioning experts can help. They offer the best warranties in the industry, and they stand by their work. Call Mike Douglas Plumbing and Air Conditioning to get the problem solved. Go to MikeDouglasPlumbing.com because every job is done right the first time, guaranteed. Remember, MikeDouglasPlumbing.com.
Here's your WENG 1530 and 107.5 Weather Eye forecast, brought to you by Italiano Insurance Services. For 50 years, they've been protecting all the pieces of your life. Call the folks at Italiano Insurance at 941-964-0400 today. For this afternoon, it'll be mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, it'll be partly cloudy, low at 55. For Saturday, we'll have mostly sunny skies and warmer temperatures, high at 80. And tomorrow night, partly cloudy. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Currently, it's 73.
You can enhance your personal computing device right now with the all-new WENG radio app. It's available free at most popular iPhone and Android app stores. The free WENG radio app will connect you instantly to the RSO radio show, The Suncoast with KB, Mark Levin, Jim Bohanna, Coast to Coast Overnight, and all your favorites on the WENG programming lineup. You can listen wherever you go with no signups, no logins, no hassles, just great radio on the go for today's busy schedule. Download your new WENG radio app today and begin listening instantly.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Gulf Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Lou Hastings from the Boca Grande Area Chamber of Commerce, and it is another beautiful, absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon here on the Gulf Coast down in Southwest Florida. I know I say that every week, but it is true. If you don't get down here and see it for yourself, you are missing out. And if you do happen to be missing out, there is a way that you can see what kind of day we're having. You can go to the Boca Grande Area Chamber of Commerce website, go right to our homepage, and you can click on our new webcams, and you can see the beach right on Gasparilla Island, and right near where the Boca Grande Chamber of Commerce office is, probably about a mile and a half away. And you can see the kind of day I'm talking about, and then you'll want to come here, and you'll have to. So that having been said, we are here for another live edition of Gulf Coast Business Spotlight, and I am happy to bring you today a very special guest and friend of the Boca Grande Chamber of Commerce, indeed a member for a number of years now. And that is Professor Tami Patzer, who is CEO and president of Total Audience Marketing Immersion, or TAMI. Tami, thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate you coming down.
Thanks, Lou. I appreciate it.
I wanted to bring you down here to talk to you. First of all, I want to run down a couple of things that you were able to do for me when I got into the chamber office 3 years ago. It seemed like right from the beginning, and we'll get into Tammy's background of what she has. She has an entire arsenal that she can bring you for your businesses. But she was always bringing me the cutting edge, the latest technology to help not only promote the chamber, but help the chamber better promote the businesses, which is what we are supposed to do as a chamber. So just to give you an idea of what Tammy's been able to do for the chamber, she set us up with website optimization. She set us up with QR codes where you could now go right to our website. Let's say I am not in the chamber office like today. I'm in the studio at WENG. There is a QR code that Tammy created for us that is on the window that you will be able to access our online directory right there. Even though I'm not there, I can't hand you one physically today, you can still get there. You can get to our website. And these are just some of the things, but I can't even keep up with you, Tammy. I mean, you're constantly coming up with new things. How do you do it? I know right now you are actually teaching social media certification courses at Florida Gulf Coast University and Florida State University. You have a couple of colleges that you're teaching.
Right. Right now, I have a social media certification course running at Florida Gulf Coast University, and I'm happy to report that it is actually the most popular course they've ever had offered through their continuing education system. And the good news is that people who missed it in this first course, I'll have a repeat of that course in January at Florida Gulf Coast University. Plus, I'm teaching another course which is all about content and curation. So the first course is for business owners who want to know how to set up all of their online marketing, their infrastructure for social media. That might include Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, Instagram, YouTube. And then I literally show them how to put it all together, how to automate it, and how to analyze it for return on investment. The second course, Content and Curation, is literally how to go out and find information to share and how to put it all together and how to do it so that you're not spending 8 hours a day on internet marketing, but so that you have a huge, wide and deep online presence while at the same time you're able to do what you do best, which is run your business. And it's ideal for any professional business employees, employers, and my students are literally raving about it because what makes it really unique is it's what's called a blended course. They come to 1 2-hour intro session or not. They literally don't even have to do that. The rest of it is all online. And then we have a weekly live webinar so they can get all their questions answered live. And then we have a closed Facebook group. So what makes it really unique is I am using Facebook, which is where many people love to hang out. You don't have to go anywhere. You can literally take your class within Facebook if you choose, or you go to the course portal. And what has happened that's very exciting to me, and it should be to all the listeners, is not only is the course being offered at Florida Gulf Coast University, it will be offered at State College of Florida, which means locally, if you live in Boca Grande, Inglewood, Venice, Northport, Bradenton, Lakewood Ranch, you can take the course through State College of Florida and get all the benefits of that. Or in March, University of South Florida will be offering it right in Northport also. So this social media certificate or certification course is really on the leading edge for business people so that they can learn how to understand social media, internet marketing, while at the same time they can learn how to automate it and how to use it. Or they just learn the language and let other people handle it within their organization. So it's pretty exciting.
Let me ask you, and this is probably a question, well, it's not probably, I know it's a question that some small businesses may have. How really important is your online presence? If you are a small business, a lot of people have come to me and said, Lou, what does this really do? How will I be able to measure what I'm getting out of this online presence or this online optimization?
Okay.
And I really don't know how to answer them.
Well, Lou, here's the reality. The question should be, do you want to be in business 5 years from now? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then put your head in the sand and do not, whatever you do not go online. Just do traditional marketing, spend all your money in magazines and in newspapers, and don't do anything online at all. But if you want to be in business and you want to grow your business, I really help people understand how to grow your business using what I would call integrated marketing. It's not about just online. It's not about offline. It's really about learning how to integrate your marketing and doing what works. And what I can tell you from all of the time I've spent, and my foundation is in not only doing social media and internet marketing, but I actually have an educational background in mass communications and marketing, and I do come from a newspaper public relations background. So I hate to say it because it tells you how old I am, but I lived through the transition from traditional media and the literal heyday of newspapers, and I also have watched as sadly they have declined because they don't know how to meet the new age. And what I've done is I've taken all of my knowledge of what I call old school traditional marketing, and I have studied 7 days a week, literally, since about 2010, and I have put into practice an integrated marketing strategy using, for example, video, using Facebook, Twitter, social media, and about 50 other sites that people have never even heard of. And that is how I got the name of my company. It literally was, what I do is total audience market immersion. And I go in and I will look at a small business, a large business, huge corporations, and I look at their online presence and their offline presence, and I look at it and I say, well, here's what we can do to not only reactivate your old existing clients, but I look at how can we get new customers and clients coming through the door, and most of all, how can we maintain the clients and customers we already have. So it isn't just about, oh yeah, let's go build a website, or let's go throw a video up on YouTube and let's send an email. It is a marketing strategy with concrete action steps and tactics that will get you what you want, which is a wide and deep online presence that is integrated with whatever is working in the offline world. So depending on your goals, do you want people to come into your place of business? For example, a restaurant's goals may be different than a certified public accountant's goals, or an attorney's goals, or an AC company's goals. But the way that we do it is by using online strategies to get new customers and to keep the old customers happy also. People like to be online. Facebook, for example, 1 billion people are hanging out on Facebook. LinkedIn, professionals hang out on LinkedIn. YouTube, people look up information on YouTube. YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world after Google. Google's number 1. So using that little bit of knowledge, where should you be? For example, right now many people are just discovering that their Google now has Google Plus Local, which used to just be Google Maps, and that's very important. Google Hangouts, which is video. Lou, actually, you are doing Google Hangouts now, and I highly recommend that anyone who can answer questions about their business, that they need video, and Google Hangout done properly can get you ranked in the search engines right now probably quicker than anything, even a traditional video. And one of the things when I first started, I really started as a video marketing expert, and I'm happy to say one of my very first clients was Winx, and I made them some videos and a Facebook page. That was it. And they went from $2,500 a week in business to $5,000 a week in business in 3 weeks in May.
Wow.
So that was thrilling to me. But that's how fast online marketing can take you from nothing to something.
So let's talk about that when we come back.
Okay, great.
And we'll talk about video marketing and why it's vital.
Great.
When it's time to replace your appliances or have them serviced and are tired of the chain store runaround, Basel Appliance is your hometown dealer with a full line of GE Energy Star appliances. Serving Inglewood for over 30 years, Basel Appliance features a full line of GE appliances for immediate delivery, qualified service techs, and unbeatable prices. Basel Appliance, 2381 South McCall Road, or call 474-2147. Basel Appliance for quality service and GE Energy efficient appliances.
You want to give one special gift to a runner, biker, golfer, or sailor, a pilot, car driver, or outdoor explorer. Give a Garmin and get thank you. Give a Garmin. Give a Garmin. Find something fun for everyone. Garmin.com. Garmin.com.
The Jewish people have contributed much to the world. Nothing has been more important than a set of ethical values, a kind of moral GPS system. Those values, among them belief in liberty, respect for human dignity, the quest for peace, pursuit of justice, and compassion for the stranger, have inspired AJC for over a century. In fact, they define who we are as a global institution. To learn more, visit ajc.org and like us on Facebook at AJC Global. This is David Harris of AJC.
Welcome back to Gulf Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Lou Hastings from the Boca Grande Area Chamber of Commerce. In the studio with me, I have Tami Patzer of Total Audience Marketing Immersion. And if you happen to be watching on WENG TV right now, Tammy's waving to you. Go to WENGradio.com. Go up to the menu bar up top and hit WENG TV, and you can see us live in the studio. Or if you happen to be out and about, you're doing your shopping today, because today is a big shopping day, you can download the WENG app, and you can listen to us live wherever you are. So please take advantage of that. But what we're talking about today is your online presence, if you happen to be a business, whether large or small. And video marketing is really what we're going to be talking about today with Tami, because she came up with this great, I don't know if it's a new idea, but it's definitely innovative for businesses, and she's giving this opportunity to some local businesses, and we're happy to be the first ones to actually do it. We're going to do it at the Chamber office December 6th. I believe we're all full, or almost.
I could squeeze maybe one more person.
Maybe one more. We'll see what happens. But it's a video marketing technique. And why don't you tell us? Well, first of all, tell us why video marketing is so vital to today's business owner. Why?
Okay, there are actually several reasons why video marketing is vital for any business owner, any professional, anyone who is trying to, either if you're an author, an expert. It's really video. What it does is it's the next best thing to being there in person. In the internet marketing world, and it's called know, like, trust factor. In the real world, it would be equivalent to relationships or word of mouth marketing if I were to translate the lingo. But what video does is it allows someone to see you, hear you, understand where you're coming from, read your body language a little bit, and it literally will create a positive reaction. And that's one reason video marketing is so important for any person. Another reason is because, as I said previously, YouTube is the number 2 search engine in the world. What does that mean? It means that real people go searching for information. They look to find answers to questions. They look to find who is the best at this. They look for demonstrations, how-tos. They're always looking, and of course, video conveys a message. It's the old adage of a photograph is like 1,000 words. Well, make a video is probably equivalent to millions of words, because of the visual senses and the audio. And the beauty is video is a preferred method of consuming information. And how do I know this? For example, Instagram allows videos. Vine on Twitter, 6-7 second videos. Storytelling is huge. The power of story. Online interactive video magazines, Google Hangouts. Video, they say that, this is 2014, they literally say that by 2015, 2 years from now, about 90% of the content will be some form of video. So right now, this is the tail end of 2013. If you're looking at marketing yourself in any way, shape, or form, and it doesn't even have to be online. You can make video and save it as a DVD and make physical DVDs that you could hand to someone. Think about the power of that just in terms of a business card. Instead of handing them a business card, you give them a DVD where you could literally show them what you do and give them something that would really be of value to them about your business, or maybe it answers all kinds of questions about what you do. And another thing, it isn't just about YouTube. I want to make that very clear. It's not just about, oh yes, I'm going to make a video, throw it up on YouTube, and they will come. It doesn't work like that. What happens with YouTube, it's just one. It happens to be the largest video sharing site, but there are several other video sharing sites. For example, Vimeo is a sharing site, Dailymotion, Metacafe, and I could just probably list many other sites. And again, the Twitter, the Vine, Instagram, Pinterest. You can post videos on Pinterest. You can post videos on LinkedIn. It's actually recommended that professionals have a short, up to 2-minute video about themselves on LinkedIn.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I didn't know that you could put a video up there.
Yes.
Or that it's recommended.
Yes.
And really, it is like a personal introduction. You could send somebody an email, and they could already have your business card, but send them an email with a link to
Exactly.
a video, and they can feel like they've actually met you in the same room, and that whole point about body language, and you can actually see what the person is like.
Yes.
You know what you're getting.
Right. And I can tell you how powerful that is from firsthand experience. I actually did that, and I sent it to a potential client introducing myself, and I sent the video, and they called me and said, would you like to come in and meet after watching my video? And I actually wore the same outfit to the meeting. I got a hug. They'd never met me before, but when I walked in, it was as if they had
already met you.
known me, because they had spent 5 to 10 minutes with me in this video situation. That's how powerful video is. And again, think about this. It's $1 billion opportunity. So it's just something that you really have to look at, and I'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
Absolutely. We're going to go to the bottom of the hour, and then we will be back after the Huckabee Report. Don't go anywhere.
This is the Huckabee Report for Friday. I'm Mike Huckabee. Have you shopped until you're ready to drop? Well, buck up. You're just getting started. Details next.
If you're a homeowner who's faithfully made your mortgage payments, you deserve thanks for doing the right thing. And I'd like to tell you about a powerful financial tool that rewards your commitment. Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. And the tool that I'm talking about is the Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. HARP is designed to help you lower your mortgage payments. It's for homeowners who are current on their mortgage payments, but due to the housing market may have little or no equity left in their home. And even if you were unable to get a HARP loan in the past, new guidelines mean that now you may be eligible. More than 2.5 million homeowners have already taken advantage of HARP and are saving an average of $250 a month. If you're one of the millions yet to take advantage, call us today at 800-QUICKEN. To learn more, call Quicken Loans today at 800-QUICKEN or go to QuickenLoans.com. That number again is 800-QUICKEN.
Important terms and conditions apply. Call us for cost information. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
By this time, if you participated in Black Friday, you're probably exhausted from waiting outside all night in the cold. Some of you might even have been among those who started camping out 2 weeks ago. I just hope missing Thanksgiving was worth it. By next year, I half expect the Black Friday sales to start on Halloween. At least then, if the stores run out of deals before you get in the door, you could TP them. The National Retail Federation predicts that with the economy doing a little better and gas prices down, holiday sales are going to be up nearly 4% over last year. So thanks for stimulating the economy on Black Friday. But don't forget, tomorrow is Small Business Saturday, where local businesses offer holiday deals. Then comes Cyber Monday for online discounts, and all that's going to be followed by Take These Credit Cards Away From Me Tuesday. Amid all this shopping frenzy, I thought it might be nice to share a story that shows what the holidays are really all about. This was sent to me last year by listener Deanna Brooks of Arkansas. She wrote, and I quote, "It was Thanksgiving week, 1931, and my grandmother, a diabetic, was in a coma. There was a gospel meeting at church, and they'd been praying for Mama D to wake up. Saturday after Thanksgiving, the doctor told Granddad she probably wouldn't make it through the night. Granddad went to church that night, led singing, and shared his heartache with the congregation. Several stayed through the night to pray, and Granddad went back to the hospital. The doctor met him and told him about a new medicine that was untested, insulin, and asked for permission to try insulin on Mama D. Granddad gave permission and was told to go home and rest. At 6 Sunday morning, the phone rang. Mama D was awake and talking. She knew much of what went on when she was in the coma, and when Granddad and my mother went to see her before morning worship services, She was chipper and happy. A few months later, she was privileged to meet the man who discovered insulin. Mama D lived another 50 years, dependent on insulin, blind the last 25 because of diabetes, but thankful for her health, for the blessing of living to see grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Nearly every Thanksgiving of my life, someone in the family has reminded us of that 1931 Thanksgiving. What a blessing Mama D was in my life, and how thankful I am that Granddad allowed her to be a guinea pig for insulin. Well, thank you, Deanna, because that story is a great reminder of some of the many things we have to be thankful for in America. Things like our family, friends, communities, and churches, and for our great doctors and the medical breakthroughs that help keep us around the Thanksgiving table year after year. I imagine a lot of us are feeling especially grateful for terrific family doctors and maybe saying an extra little prayer to protect them. And this is the Huckabee Report.
Here's your WENG 1530 and 107.5 Weather Eye forecast, brought to you by Italiano Insurance Services. For 50 years, they've been protecting all the pieces of your life. Call the folks at Italiano Insurance at 941-964-0400 today. For this afternoon, it'll be mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, it'll be partly cloudy, low at 55. For Saturday, we'll have mostly sunny skies and warmer temperatures, high at 80. And tomorrow night, partly cloudy. I'm meteorologist Megan Mulford. Currently, it's 77.
It's time to keep your home fresh and exciting with home decorating tips from Robin Interiors. Over the past several months, Robin has given you many ideas for interior decorating. Here's just a few testimonials from some of her clients. Robin really listens to what you want and helps guide your design to suit your taste, style, and budget. She not only changed our home, but she really changed our lives. We love our new look and we love our home. Dr. and Mrs. Gary Legler. Josh Zaror writes, I have worked with Robin on several projects, and her design expertise and excellent taste have helped me create exactly the look I wanted to achieve in my home. And from Mr. and Mrs. Dan Olson. We worked with Robin when we purchased an unfinished vacation home. She was full of creative proposals and put things together quickly and easily. When we got flustered or reached a dead end, Robin came to our rescue with a fresh approach. She truly enjoys her work, and it shows. The next time you're needing decorating ideas, contact Robin Interiors. Here's how. In Inglewood and the surrounding area, go to ROBBINinteriors.com or call Robin direct at 314-954-2461.
Welcome back to Gulf Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Lou Hastings from the Boca Grande Area Chamber of Commerce. In the studio with me today, I have Tami Patzer. She is CEO and president of Total Audience Market Immersion, and we were just about to talk about this video marketing opportunity and the very first day that you're offering these. I want you to explain what it is.
Okay.
And then December 6th is the first kickoff at the Boca Grande Chamber of Commerce office. So why don't you tell us what this is going to be like that day and what it all entails?
Okay. So what I have created, and you actually can really thank the dentists at Tarpon Shores Dental here in Inglewood, because I did some video work for them, and they were so happy and thrilled at the quality and the professionalism that they got from, a local person in Inglewood, that they just raved over it, and it inspired me. And I thought, if I could create something that could benefit a lot of these local businesses, that I could make it affordable for them, because normally when I go out and do professional video production, I have to go to a location, I have to bring in the crew, we have to do a lot of work. But I thought, well, what if I could go to one location and have my Emmy Award-winning videographer come in for a day, and we would shoot as many people as we could fit between 10 and 5 in a reasonable accommodation, and do Q&As, question and answer videos for each one of those clients. Why Q&A? Because, as I said before, when people go looking for information online, typically they're asking questions. So what I did is I had this idea, And luckily, because Lou here is cutting edge and always thinking about Boca Grande Chamber members, he said, what will it take to get to do this day? And I said, well, Lou, how about if we have the first day, December 6th, at the Boca Grande Chamber of Commerce? Lou said, I'm in, and I will help you. So my Emmy Award-winning videographer is coming to Boca Grande December 6th between 10 and 5. And literally, we have it nearly sold out. I think I can squeeze maybe one more person in. But the good news is I also talked to a local attorney in Punta Gorda when I was at a BPW meeting, and she graciously said, hey, you could come to our conference room in Punta Gorda. So I said, okay, how about Friday, December 13th? And she said, okay, great. So we have a day set up in Boca Grande for people to come. And when I say people, here's the way this works. I will have one person or one business per category come in and get 5 question and answers done. And what does that mean? That means that you will get to answer questions about your business, company, or profession for 30 seconds to 2 minutes per question, which is equivalent to about 10 minutes of fully produced and edited video that is turned into 5 separate videos that I, in turn, do what I call total audience market immersion to, which means I will get them ranked in the search engines, typically in 1, 2, 3, or more positions in the top categories on Google, Bing, Yahoo, and of course YouTube. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I can't express that enough. The value that this is. Typically, if you were to pay for video production, it would be about $1,000 a scripted minute. And so what we're doing is we're coming in and making it very simple because it's questions and answers. We're not going to your location and doing scenes. We're literally editing you, Head and Shoulders site. But the beauty of it is that we can put in your logo, your phone number, and even some still photographs into the background of these videos, and they are very professional. My videographer won't let anything out that he's not proud of. So that's it in a nutshell.
And the clients actually get to write the questions, correct?
Right, and I help them.
And because you even have a formula on how to develop these questions. They should be, some of them should be questions that you want people to have the answers to, and then others are, what should they be asking?
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Tell a little bit about that.
It's originally, this is actually called a 10 by 10 by 4, but we're not doing a 10 by 10 by 4 because that would actually be 20 videos. That's something that if you really like this concept, we can certainly talk about that. But what we're doing is questions and answers. And typically, when you make a video, you would ask what would be called frequently asked questions. The questions that everybody asks you that you are literally like, I answer this question every single day. How cool would it be to have a video so that you are replicating yourself and then they go watch it online or at your website? But there's the questions that people should be asking so that when they are trying to determine, should I do business with you or your competition, what questions should they really be asking? And this is really important because you want people to know what makes you unique, what makes you stand out. And it's not that you've been in business for 30 years. It's not the platitudes. It is really, what is it that makes you stand out that everybody else doesn't do? For example, I know that I'm on top of what is happening online literally daily, And I can provide that cutting edge information like right now because I pay attention. And I pay attention so that you don't have to pay attention to what's going on. But if you want to know what you need to know, ask Tami. Literally, you can ask Tami, and I'll go, well, did you know that Bitcoin did this or that? Or that Google Hangouts is doing this, or YouTube changed the way that they do comments. And did you know you have to have a Gmail account now to have a YouTube account? These are all things that only people who are paying attention would know. And a couple things about this video marketing day that I want everyone to know is don't worry if Boca Grande is sold out. I'm pretty sure that I can talk Lou into doing another day.
You bet.
Because I can get my video guy to come down another day. All I have to do is make sure that I'm using his time wisely. Because remember, your time in front of the camera will be maybe a half an hour to 45 minutes. And then we have to go and edit these videos. And then I have to submit them out into the search engines. So it isn't just about an hour of time. It's literally creating an image for you so that you can create this professional online presence. And just to let everyone know, this is something that it's a start. It is not an all-encompassing, this is the only thing you're ever going to need. But this is certainly an opportunity. And I think it's important for a couple of reasons. Number one, great value of what you're getting. Give you an opportunity to get in front of a camera so that you know it's not about if you're beautiful or you're fat or you have a beard or you're clean shaven. It's really about getting in front of the camera, relaxing, and talking about what you know best. And what do you know best? It's your business. And it helps you to duplicate yourself 24/7, 365. And once you're out there on the first page of the search engines, and again, this is exclusive. I only work with one business per category, one plumber, one HVAC guy, one attorney in whatever that category is, one hair salon. This is not like I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to help everybody out there, because I can't. Legitimately and ethically, I only can rank one person on page one of the search engines and only help one company or one person benefit from this in their market area. Of course, I can help somebody, if your market area is Sarasota, I can certainly work with somebody there who is not pulling from, everywhere. In this area, many times people are targeting, for example, Boca Grande, Inglewood, Port Charlotte, Northport, or Venice, Sarasota. So I have to take that into consideration to help different people. But the Boca Grande opportunity is December 6th. And again, it is sold out. I can get one more person in. December 13th is in Punta Gorda. I have maybe 3 openings in Punta Gorda still. And I just opened up a day for Northport, which is December 12th. And it doesn't matter if you don't live in Northport. You can come to Northport I would say that it would be an easy drive. I know from Inglewood, where I live, it's 12 minutes to get to downtown Northport. So it isn't like you have to think that that's a far away place. It's really not. So right now, your best bet, if you're sincerely interested, would be to contact me, and you can call me 941-421-6563. That's my personal cell phone, 941-421-6563. So that would be the best way to contact me. Of course, you can always ask Lou.
Right,
He'll
absolutely.
have information.
Yeah, call the Boca Grande Chamber of Commerce office at 941-964-0568, and I will put you in touch with Tami, or I will at least give your information to her so she can get back to you. because I don't know her schedule and what she's got, lined up already. So it should be better to talk.
Right, I talk
to you about that.
I literally will talk to you and just ask you a few questions, find out, what are your goals? Does this match what you're trying to accomplish? And again, like I said earlier in the program, video marketing is something that you want to include in your media mix. It's an ideal match for anything you're doing. If you're doing radio advertising, I can talk to you about how to get the most out of your radio advertising so that you're able to track it. I think that was one of your questions earlier, was how in the world can a local little business track all of their marketing and advertising? Well, online gives you plenty of opportunities. For example, one way that I'm able to track my videos is with a tracking phone number. I can do email tracking, lead generation with emails. We can also count views, engagement. There's so many different ways to measure online marketing that you don't have with traditional marketing. But if you integrate it, all of your marketing, for example, if you integrate your radio advertising with online marketing or newspaper advertising with online marketing, what we create is a way to measure all of your marketing. So you can measure your video, your newspaper, your radio, your direct mail. They're literally, we can put together entire marketing packages. And as Lou mentioned, QR codes are useful tools, mobile marketing, everything that we do, we have to be able to measure, and online marketing will do that for you.
Fantastic. Tami, when we come back, we're going to, first of all, make sure that people can get in touch with you. But I want to ask you a little bit more about the social media certification courses that you're talking, and how other people can take advantage of those as well. We'll be right back.
When you need plumbing or air conditioning services, the only thing you have to do is know your ABCs. ABC Southwest Plumbing and Air Conditioning will listen to your needs, explain repair options, and provide you with an exact price before work starts. There's no hidden fees, no extra charges, no surprises. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can handle any job from minor repairs to major system installations. All of their technicians are drug screened and background checked. Know your ABCs. Schedule your appointment today at abcsouthwest.com.
Start the music. We want you. Without you, the world is not the same. Yes, we are talking to you. You who is not afraid to get your hands dirty. You who makes the world run better. You pipe fitters, plumbers, mechanics, and drivers. We are sunflexjobs.com. And we need you. It's a little loud. Skilled laborers of all kinds, we love you. Fireworks! Sunflexjobs.com. Long name, amazing results.
Oh, look, honey, your picture is in the dictionary.
Really?
Under the word ironic.
Ironic.
Yeah, as in, isn't it ironic that you, an unemployed IT specialist...
That's me.
Isn't it ironic that you are using neither information nor technology to look for a job?
What are you saying?
Sunplexjobs.com.
They have jobs online for me?
They have more IT job listings than they have applicants.
Should I go there?
Well, yeah, unless you want your picture under another I word.
Which would be?
Ignoramus.
Right.
Sunplexjobs.com for IT. Long name, amazing results.
And welcome back to Gulf Coast Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Lou Hastings, from the Boca Grande Area Chamber of Commerce. In the studio with me today, I have Tami Patzer, CEO and President of Total Audience Market Immersion. She is a well-known and well-sought-after speaker, teacher, and author. And I did want to talk to you when we came back, Tami, about the classes, the social media certification courses that you're offering at the schools. And wanting you to talk a little bit about how people can get involved in those and who should take those courses. You have a huge array of students from from new businesses, young people who are just starting out, to very accomplished presidents and CEOs of their own companies.
Right.
In your courses. Why don't you talk a little bit about that, and how can someone get into one of those courses?
Okay. Well, you're absolutely right, Lou, about my class roster. It reads like a who's who. I looked at that and I said, whoa. And why are the people taking the course? The social media certification course just opened up November 5th, so we're literally almost done with the first course. The reason that the people are taking it and who should be taking it, they are any person who wants to know the language of social media, internet marketing, because they get telephone calls from people saying, I can get you on the first page of Google. I can do search engine optimization. I can do this. And they're calling from the Philippines or India.
I get the emails every day.
Someplace. And they need to, number one, don't buy anything that somebody calls you up and says, for $99, I'll get you ranked on page 1 of Google. And the reason is that is just a piece. It's like a bullet to a gun. If you don't have all the right connections, it's just another $99 out the window.
Right.
You really have to have a plan. But with these courses, I actually designed them based on the need and the research that I've done. And people, first of all, a lot of the people in higher levels of businesses, they take the course so that they can understand the language, so that they know how to provide that 30,000-foot view that they're responsible for. And then I also am very cognizant of employees or people who are in the workforce who need new skills. And one of my big dreams, literally, is to help people who are either brand new, maybe they're looking, for how do I get a raise? Believe me, if you look at Craigslist, everybody wants somebody who has social media skills. So I said, well, if I put together this course and they can get a social media certification, how good would that look on their resume? And not only that, it's real skills. These are real skills that you would want any of your assistants to have, your administrative assistants, any of your workers, and they're skills that you can use yourself. Again, even if you're not actually doing the work, you have to understand how all this works. So the course is good for high-level marketing directors, CEOs, vice presidents, employees, people wanting to expand their jobs, local business people who want to do it themselves. So that's who it's good for.
Great. And when is the next course coming up, and how do they get a hold of you to sign up, or do they go directly to the school?
Right now, the next course is coming up at Florida Gulf Coast University, so that's fgcu.edu. If you go to their continuing education page, you'll actually see my course. It says Social Media Certification Course, register here. They can go there and register directly through the college, and they can get all kinds of information directly from Florida Gulf Coast University. And another course will be starting at State College of Florida, and that's not open for registration yet. So literally they can call me directly, which would be 941-421-6563. That's my cell, 941-421-6563. And I'll be happy to put you in connection with whichever school would work for you. And of course, answer any questions. But I really want anyone who's remotely interested in video marketing to try to get into this video program that I have, because number one, you get your 5 Q&A questions, you get an Emmy award-winning videographer, You'll get my total audience market immersion. It's just unbelievable what you can get. Not only that, you'll have the start of your video marketing campaign and my knowledge. And that's something that I think is extremely valuable, because I can help you see what you need and help you develop that marketing strategy so that you can move into 2014 with a literal bang online. And that's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, I couldn't thank you enough for every time Tami comes across something cutting edge, she calls me up and she asks me if I'm interested. And I say, of course I'm interested. So I want you to continue to do that, first of all. Thank you so much for coming in today. You are a veritable wealth of knowledge. And if you're out there listening, I urge you to please take advantage of this. This is an unbelievable opportunity. So I really want you to come back, Tami,
Thank you.
Hopefully after your next course, and let us know what the reception was from after getting 2 semesters under your belt of this particular certification. And let us know what you're up to, because I know you're going to come back and tell me about holograms next. I know it's coming down the...
Actually, apps and video marketing certification is next.
Okay. Well, we're going to use all of it.
Okay,
so thank
great.
you so much, Tami.
Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us again this week for Gulf Coast Business Spotlight. And remember, it's not 5 o'clock here, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So you go out and enjoy that weekend, okay?
WENG Inglewood.